So you know we about to timestamp it. April 26, 2026. It's approximately 3:30 p.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles. So it might be western. But then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, they put our names in all caps, beloved. So that means that they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm Damika. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards. Our portals the truth. We're about to open up some portals and reveal some truths. Hey, can you cut that light on, please? That's a message for someone. Can you cut that light on, please? Right? Can you cut that light on? And I've been asking, right, for a little while to have a light cut on. So, wow, the light is on. Can you cut that light on? So, this transmission that we're going to tap into, I came across an article about how YouTube is disengaging the audience who seems like they're unengaged with the YouTube algorithm, and they're starting to take away the push notifications, right? So we're going to go ahead and ring the bell. I'm going to read about that article, and then we're going to also go over the spiritual significance of what is an algorithm. What does that mean spiritually? All right. So we're going to go over two things, but keep in mind, we're also going to do tarot read as well. I know a lot of us like to come on here and we do tarot read as well. Keep in mind, take what resonate, leaves the rest. Let's go ahead and ring this bell. Welcome in the energies here. As you can see by the thumbnail, the article and the thumbnail title there, right? The thumbnail and the article, the links are inside of the description box. I'm going to go ahead and ring this bell from Sunville Sounds over on YouTube. Let's go ahead and welcome in these energies. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to light my incense, money blessings from Swag. And I'm also going to light my candle, calm, balance here. Yes, I got that from Dollar Tree there. Can y'all see that there? Calm, balance. Got it from Dollar Tree. Showed it. All right, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's welcome in the energies. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to go ahead and welcome in the energies at this time. Yes, we're going to learn about an algorithm. What is the spiritual meaning and significance of an algorithm here, right? And especially with YouTube's algorithm, their new policies and procedures towards the push notification. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right. All right, so we got the bell rung. We got a candle lit. Let's go ahead and get this incense lit. Welcome to the frequency. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, I'm going to read the article so you can have your own perspective as to what I'm talking about here, right? Just give me a second to get comfortable and get lit. Get the incense lit. I'm already lit. All right. Yeah. So welcome to the frequency, y'all. Get comfortable. Get your notebooks and your pens out, right? Be willing to take some notes. You always want to take some notes and have your own perspective on everything, correct? Ashe. Ashe. So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all. So let me get this article pulled up here. And this article is coming from socialmediatoday.com. And it's titled, YouTube Reduces Push Notifications for Unengaged Subscribers. The change is designed to prevent inactive audience members from getting overwhelmed and unsubscribing altogether. It was published on April 23rd, 2026 by Andrew Hutchinson, content and social media manager here. Okay, so let's see. The change is intended to reduce overwhelmed and stop channels from annoying their members from too many updates. The update means that the inactive channel members will get fewer notifications as YouTube looks to optimize its update frequency, maximize engagement, and limit notifications. As explained by YouTube, moving forward, to keep notifications relevant for your audience, we will stop sending push notifications to inactive subscribers. Those who have not engaged with your content but have selected all notifications. They'll continue to get notifications in their inbox, accessible from the bell icon on the home screen in the YouTube app. If a subscriber hasn't watched content from a particular channel for approximately 1 month and hasn't engaged with notifications, they'll see fewer push notification updates on the channel's activity, even if they opted into receiving all notifications. Though there are some important stipulations here. First, if a channel hasn't posted for a month, it won't be eligible for this update because it wouldn't have sent any notifications for subscribers to ignore. YouTube's system will be based on channel activity and subscriber response, not on time frames alone. In addition, changes will only be enacted for subscribers who haven't engaged with any content from a channel, including shorts, posts, and comments. So the subscriber would have to be really unengaged to lose these alerts, since even incidental recommendations within the shorts feed would keep them on the active notification listing. The idea of the update is that it will stop users from switching off all notifications entirely if users get annoyed with too many updates, which is a worse outcome for the channel. Though this could also be a bit of a sting for channels that have worked hard to build their subscriber count. If a creator has put in a lot of effort to get members interested, losing push notifications could limit opportunities to keep subscribers from coming back. But YouTube said it has seen positive results from this long-running test, which is why it's now expanding these settings within the live environment. By making push notifications more relevant, we found that fewer people turned off notifications for individual channels and fewer people turned off notifications entirely. This is what YouTube said. Viewers are more likely to turn off all notifications when they feel overwhelmed by content they're not interested in. So, as less of your audience turns off all notifications, your channel's reach will improve over time. As such, this update should ideally mean more relevant notifications for channel subscribers and more long-term engagement and interest for the creator. All right, so basically YouTube has control over who's going to be able to be engaged with the channels. And all right, so speaking from the audience side, because I do go on a lot of channels here, that explains why in my algorithm alone, I haven't seen a lot of things I usually would tap into. And it was not because I wasn't engaged here. That's the flip side of that. I was absolutely engaged, but my notifications were cut off in a lot of ways. Now, I can understand what YouTube is saying now. A lot of audience members, they call you audience members, right? A lot of the energies that come in and jump in and out of channels here, they do get overwhelmed, but that comes to a point where the person who's controlling that energy, the entity that's controlling that entity, you have to put yourself on the schedule, you have to unengage, you have to be diligent enough to know when it's too much for you. And again, a lot with these social media platforms is they don't realize how much we've built the platform for them, or maybe we don't realize how much they owe us just in general here, because you have creators who are calling themselves content creators that are wanting to make money, and the whole time we created these platforms just by swiping up, down, left, right, liking, unliking, just by subscribing, just by commenting. So I think that a lot of the social media platforms actually owe the world some type of compensation, since we on the conversation of wanting to disengage people, right? So we're going to tap into some tarot in regard to the algorithm, right? How is the algorithm? Is it imperative? What is an algorithm spiritually, right? So let's get into that. I read all the comments at the end. Welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the channel, y'all. All right. So not what does. Let's see here. All right. So a spiritual algorithm, all right, is a structured set of actions, thoughts, or divine laws, often termed the word of God, designed to produce specific spiritual outcomes such as inner peace, love, or health. It implies as a systematic approach to life, which is similar to karma, where intentional actions, prayers, or faith serve as inputs to shape one's spiritual reality. So the golden key to problem solving would be your spiritual algorithm, okay? A method of disregarding the specific details of a problem to focus exclusively on your shifting here, okay, from a human perspective to a divine one here, okay. Karma like realignment, positive action loops, consistent spiritual practice, divine law, cosmic order, the law of cause and effect, which is karma here, okay. Spiritual discipline, divine alignment, right? Your free will here, right? Operating in accordance with the higher power rather than one's own ego driven logic here. Heart-centered living, right? Using faith, right? Having faith in oneself, having faith in what you manifest on and what you represent is going to manifest and bring into fruition into this 3D reality, is having faith in your heart, right? To process decisions instead of purely rational worldly logic here, okay? So now we're just going to go to what does an algorithm mean, right? We got the spiritual meaning out the way. I know you got your notebooks and your pens, or you're probably flipping in and out the channels. I get it. I'd be there too. But sometimes we got to learn. And sometimes you need that notebook and you need that pen. I'm trying to tell you. So algorithm meaning. An algorithm is a precise step-by-step set of instructions or rules followed to solve a specific problem or accomplish a task. Commonly used in computing and mathematics, it acts like a recipe, taking inputs and transforming them through defined steps to produce a desired output here, okay? So on social media feeds, like ordering posts, search engines, ranking the results here, and data compression, daily life, like a cooking recipe, sorting laundry, or a morning routine. Advanced technology, machine learning models, encryption like RSA, and navigation route planning. You know what I'm saying? So synonyms can be procedure, methodology, heuristic, which means a practical, efficiency focused method for problem solving, routine, and process. All right. So now that we got that out the way, right? Let's get into some tarot. All right, let's get into some tarot and let's figure out within the tarot, the energies of tarot, what is what is in our algorithm here, right? Or what are we putting in our algorithm? Our algorithm. What should we look out for within our algorithm here, right, divine? Right, spirit? So we're going to start with some tarot here and we'll see where this goes here, okay? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Let's give it a quick shuffle, right? Let's give it another shuffle here. I got small hands, so I got to shuffle a certain way. Okay, hold on. Ooh, okay. So you got a lot of them that don't want to be shuffled, but you're going to get shuffled anyway. We're going to try that again. And it was a pre-shuffle that was already done there, but again, we're going to shuffle again just because of that whole action there, right? A shout out to the source that sent that article to me too via email. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Again, they don't want their information to be disclosed, and I'm down with that. Shout out to Whimsy Mimsy as well. If you out there in the algorithm, Whimsy Mimsy, Ashe beloved. But yeah, shout out to the sources that are sending these articles to my email. Yeah, email me. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get into some tarot. Ashe. All right, let's see what's in the algorithm here. trying to get a grip on things. Maybe someone's trying to get a grip on things here. I was at the laundromat earlier here, and I happened to sit next to a fire extinguisher, and I'm a fire sign here. What's that? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Cups is here. The Eight of Cups is starting out here. Something's walking away. And it's a voluntary withdrawal here because they're searching for a deeper and different meaning here. They're seeking for more from the disillusionment here, abandoning something despite emotional investment. The Page of Swords is next here, right? And after that was death. Okay, so the Page of Swords is talking about, for some, you're very bright and alert. You're curious and you're asking questions, and that's why you're walking away. Yeah, for that deeper meaning here. You're never running out of ideas here. Swords here, the mind, the intellect, that communication, right? Shout out to them air signs. Cups out here. Shout out to the water signs. So you're gifted with a sharp tongue and quick wit to match it here. And you have incredible communication. And this is based around legal matters that are here, right, in real time, or that's coming up here. And you're going to be eager to execute them here. And then the gossip, this is good gossip. You know, all gossip ain't got to be bad here. So there's gossip about agreements here, right? Like you're the new bearer of news here, right? And you're very eager about this news. Somebody's very eager to get this out here, okay? They're engaged in a very passionate debate with this page here. And something is very nervous, but they realize that the nervous energy is going to will them and head them in a direction that they need to go here. So they're pushing through here. And then you have death. Right? Death came out here, and death is talking about somebody. A lot of us is taking that major phase in life that is ending, and a new one is starting here. Ashe, focus your energy on what's ahead of you. Embrace the mysteriousness, okay? Embrace it. You're going through a major change here, transition and transformation. You're going to be able to close one door to open up another door for new energy to come in. Open your windows as well. Ashe, open those windows here, okay? Because the past needs to be placed behind you and let go now. For some of you, let go now. Allow this death, allow it to happen. In regard to tarot, it has to happen. Divine Spirit said it's going to happen either way. Ha ha ha. Ashe to you. Embrace the mysterious. Ashe. That was 3 portals. We need 10 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So what's going on here? Oh, whoa. Okay, so I got this one that came out first, and we got a whole stack here. And I got one that flew over there on that voluntary withdrawal here. We'll start here. What is this? The Page of Swords coming out again. Ashe. Ashe, you're not giving up, and you're clear and direct with this open communication. You're speaking your mind without hesitation here, and you're guarded in your nature. You're gathering the information before you're acting here. So you're coming out of this transformation here of death, and you're sharp-minded, and you're still eager to learn here. Something's not giving up. This 10 of Swords just flew over there on that voluntary withdrawal here because a major disaster is caused by a certain force of extreme magnitude here, because you're trying to voluntarily run away. I was about to say run away, but you're not running away there. No, you're not. You're literally just turning your back and walking away for something greater, something better here. And here they come trying to come to in your mind with the 10 of Swords here. Look at that. And these are untrained individuals using weapons for faulty reasons and making mistakes here. They're running from their own karma, and it's causing breakup and somebody getting fired over there. So they're trying to bring this energy your way here. And it's at a diagonal too. So they're coming at an angle here. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming straight forward. So it's some side shit. You dig what I'm saying? So no matter how much they try, they can't control everything that is happening. It's beyond their ability. And it's a sense of betrayal. They're being stabbed in the back because you're easily taking these swords, and Divine and Spirit is like, you ain't even got to take them out. Let me take them out for you, and just straight up throwing them back there, right? They're cowards, right? So they're like, it's a sense of betrayal because you're sitting up here voluntarily walking away because you see the illusion here, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh my God, the spell has broken. Yes, indeed. Ashe. So remember, this whole stack fell. Let's get into it. So the 10 of Pentacles is coming reversed here. And because you sitting up here, and you went through your death phase here, right? And you went through that major change, right? Remember your algorithm. Focus on that, right? So now they're here they come. They couldn't fuck with your mind with the 10 of Swords, so now they're trying to fuck with your foundation. Air signs. Now we got earth signs coming out here, right? Fire ain't come out here yet. So this is an unstable foundation, right? Family conflicts, loss of inheritance, or you're figuring this shit out, or you have figured this out here, or you're going to. So be conscious of what you've already been through, because you can handle this here, and you already are speaking your mind without hesitation. So you're already guarded in that nature here with that clear, direct, and open communication here. Excuse me, let me get this up here, because you're seeking more here. So question that tradition here, and that's what you're doing, right? And it's about financial disputes, a loss of inheritance, and again, those family conflicts here. Portal number 7 is pushing out that Queen of Cups energy here, right? So that Queen of Cups is coming out here, and shout out to the water signs again here, because for the most part, the water signs been coming out right now with that love, and I know we're standing on that, walking away, and very compassionate, caring, nurturing, connecting with all on an emotional level here, whether you're a male, female, woman, or man, them or they, right? You are full of love right now, and you're honest in your fear with your sensitivity, right? And keep in mind, you're honest and direct with your expressions as well, with the mind, right? So this is all connected. You're still showing love while they still sitting up here trying to throw these swords and trying to break up your foundation. You're still showing that love, but you're pouring that love into yourself, right? Yes, you are. I say to you, right? Because you're finding help from others. When you find out that you're doing that, you're finding help from others, and particularly it's going to be a woman, right? And their intuition is very powerful, so they're going to act as a mirror, and you're going to be able to reflect that new light, and that you may be that energy. You know what I'm saying? So take time to focus on your emotional health before helping others, and you should be trusting your own inner voice. You dig what I'm saying? Within you. Ashe. I love you too. So the lovers, speaking of them air signs, Gemini. What up, Gemini's in the building here? Speaking of Gemini, Uranus is doing what? Uranus has entered into Gemini. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So speaking of the Gemini here, the lovers are coming out, and this is talking about a pair. It could be you and your higher self. Everybody, when they see lovers, they think of an actual relationship or a wedding or a marriage or a partnership. It could be an investment. It could be your near future with your higher self. It could be you with a damn cat. But it's talking about whatever it is, you're in harmony with these relationships here, right? Whatever it is, right? It's a union. It's a choice. It is love, and it's pure agape love here. It's peace here, right? It's peace. It's that positive energy that is always creating that elevation here, and it's always going to be that love. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, meaningful connections, important life choices are based on values, and that's what you're pushing out. You went through that dark night of the soul. You went through it, beloved. Hey, welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the frequency here. Okay, so we got portal number 10, our roar. There go that fire. There go that fire. There go that fire. Aurora. I'm a July Leo too, so I'm emotional and shit like that. Yes, I am. So strength is here, right? Yeah. Strength. You got lovers out here. Oh, this is divine. You got depth that came out here. Ashe. Only funky ass cards that came out was the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles reversed here. That shit got shut down all the way around the board. I'm gonna flip the camera so you can have your own point of view too. You know that. So we got mastering your emotions. That's what you're doing, beloved. You're mastering your emotions. That courage, that's what you're displaying. That's what you have in you. That's the power that you are holding your sovereignty in check. Right? Inner strength, that compassion. Yes, you're showing courage in difficult situations at that. And you're very gentle, but you're firm with your power. Ashe. So you have mastered your emotions. And we went over a transmission earlier about master teachers and that word master there. But in regard to mastering your emotions, ashe. So the Five of Cups is coming out reversed here. Okay, so the Five of Cups that's coming out reversed here is falling under that Queen of Cups energy. Remember that energy in this whole column here. Because you walked away with that voluntary withdrawal, you're searching for a deeper meaning. You abandoned something despite emotional investment. And you know what? You went through that dark night of the soul and you found out exactly what you needed to find out. And it may have been revolved around family conflicts, the loss of inheritance, financial disputes. You got flying monkeys, you got spells coming at you, you got fucking people doing rituals and shit on you. It is what it is, right? Major disasters were caused by certain forces, right, of extreme magnitudes, and now we realize that they're not so extreme at all, right? All right, so keep that in mind, that it's a significant recovery from regret, lingering around here, and something needs to accept the past in this first storyline here. Something's trying to accept the past, or something dead, right? And they're aware of the implications of their own actions here, right? So they come to appreciate the lessons learned, and in the end they're going to end up in a better position, a better career, a better life, a better investment, a better business partner, all that good shit, even a marriage if they decide so, right? I mean, but not to that legal shit, to the system and all that. Y'all know how you gonna do y'all marriage, whichever way y'all do it. So there is also here with this Five of Cups coming reverse here, which is a very tricky portal. Something suffering, and it's like they're suffering, but the grief that they endured, it gave them the strength here, and they're very resilient here. So they're like they're still going through that suffrage, but they're very resilient. You know what I'm saying? And they're going through that shit, ashe, and they're moving on. And this is causing their financial stability to rise there, right? Ashe, shit. So the Six of Swords is coming out here. And what that is saying is, for those that are very bright and alert, right? You're curious, you're asking these questions, and this is the second column here, right? So you could do past, present, future. What I'm doing is I'm just reading it as it goes. You take what resonate, you leave the rest here, and then I'm gonna flip the camera so you can have your own point of view as well, right? But for the major part of what I'm trying to show you is, for this second column here, for those of you all that never run out of ideas. There we go. Slow me down. You're gifted with a sharp tongue and a quick wit to match it, right? Remember them? But them legal matters and shit like that, you're going to be very eager to execute them, whichever way it comes. And it could be revolved around those family conflicts, loss of inheritance, the financial dispute, the unstable foundation shit that they're trying to throw at you, or that was buried under shit that's coming to light. You're going to get through that shit without a doubt here. And it's all in the mind here. Then they try to come back in your mind with that Ten of Swords, with that major disaster that's going to cause us, that's being caused by a certain force. Well, yeah, that's the family conflicts, right? That's the secrets that you're finding out, right? That's the shit that's coming out in the light, and it's going to come out even more as their anus is pushing into Gemini. Talking about them Geminis, you're going to be sitting up there in union, right? In love, in a meaningful connection with divine spirit, with whatever. Goddamn it, your dog, goddamn be outside, whatever it is, you are divinely protected and you know it. And it's about these important life choices that are based on values here. And you're going to experience a transition for some, because you're moving with this lover's energy. You're moving in your strength. Right? You went through the dark night of the soul. Here they come. They're not going to be happy, and they're going to be filled with regret, because all the truths are coming up and you're still pushing through in that shit. Like, damn, all y'all had to do was tell the truth from the beginning type energy. But it was like, now y'all sit up here, caused all these shadows, and you want me to sit up here and cleanse the energy of your bloodline, or of you, or whatever it is. And it's like, no. Bitch, you got to clean your own self. Mom, dad, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, auntie, grandma, great grandma, I don't give a fuck. Great grandma. They got to cleanse their own shit, and they know it, right? And they know it, right? So now they feel with regret here. And a lot of them, it's like it's a transition that is the results of the decisions that they made in the past, that is forcing them to leave something behind. In order for them to move forward, they have to leave your energy behind in order for them to move forward, just like you left their energy behind. So you move forward, Ashe. So now you've learned lessons, and they will too, right? Whether they learn it or not, their fucking energy will be decimated. And they're starting to see that shit play out in real life. Whether it's this shit out here in this 3D reality or in the cosmos, it's happening. Evaporating stars easily. No, without a doubt. So for some, and they were false stars, right? False power. So NASA don't know what the fuck they looking up out there in what they call it, the sky. Okay, but let's keep it here. So something is moving on, and it's the ideal option for them and for their future. For you, you're going to be moving on to a new role here. Okay, Ashe, you know what that role is, right? Only you know what that is. And don't be commenting below, giving people a hint as to what that new role is and shit. Keep that shit to yourself, moving silence. So the Nine of Wands is coming out here, right? And the Nine of Wands is talking about, and because we got those notifications coming in, this could be a divine message here. And something is very resilient, like the Last Stand, very persistent here. And they're having the strength to push forward and through, right? And it's right under that strength energy here, Ashe. And it could be a Leo, and it's Wands, fire signs. finally came out. Ashe, all signs out here, all elements out here, right? You are the spirit. Yeah, you are the fifth element. Ashe. So something is standing very firm when they're facing these challenges. And they're going to continue despite the exhaustion. That's that fire. That's that fire. Let it burn. Let it burn. Oh. Gotta let it burn. Back to the laundromat before I pulled out that 16 portal. So remember in the beginning of before I pulled out all these 12 portals, I was telling y'all how I was at the laundromat. And you know how the laundromat, it can represent a whole lot of things. But in my little crazy little mind, here I am sitting there and I just put my clothes inside the washer. And I'm like, damn, me, a fire sign, just sat down right next to a fire extinguisher. And I'm sitting up there and I'm like, there's several ways I can think about this here. And let's play with it, divine and spirit. I said, let me find out somebody trying to put out my fire, but they can't because it looked like the fire extinguisher was broke, right? And also I said, or because we set fire to the rain, right? We set the fire to the shit. And now they're trying to extinguish some shit out, right? The truths, right? And then I'm like, and here I am sitting inside a laundry facility, and somebody's trying to clean up some shit out there in that real world, calling the laundry people, calling the cleaner. I be tripping. But anyway, let's get that 13 portal out here. You gotta stop right now. Stay your ass up there. And you too, come here. The fuck? Don't do that no more. That motherfucker was tripping. Alfalfa time. Somebody could be watching the Little Rascals. The Little Rascals could be relevant there. Alfalfa, right? Somebody's third chakra, their crown, right? Their crown may be over exhausted here. Yeah. Or somebody's crown is just shining bright as a motherfucking. I don't like saying diamonds. They always say diamonds are real. Anyway, let's get this 13 portal out here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Oh, come here. 13th and final message is going to be the moon that is coming reversed here, right? So because you went through your dark night of the soul and you're standing courageous with your inner strength, right? You're in union, in harmony, in a meaningful connection with whatever it is that you got going on. You know what it is. I don't know, but you know, I do know. Shh, don't tell nobody though, right? Remember that we gotta be quiet and shit. Damn, stop trying to get me to tell people. Y'all ain't shit. But anyway, because you sitting in this great ass energy here, right? The moon is coming reversed. And here they come. They're overwhelmed by their fears and their anxieties, right? A lot of shit's great come out into the light here. If a lot of people has been waiting on certain things to come out into play in regard to court situations, in regard to family conflicts, long questions that need answers, right? Inheritance, money, right? Unstable foundation, whatever it is, financial disputes. All those questions are getting ready to be answered within that 3D reality here, right? So the deception, the unclear thinking, the confusion, the fear, the misinterpretation is everything that they desired on you, but it cannot go to you. So moon magic or not, they are being sent this energy, this moon reverse energy here, while you're steadily walking away and seeking more, right? Ashe. Ashe. So that is the tarot portion of what's in the algorithm, right? What's in the algorithm? What's going on out there? Hey, YouTube, fix that shit though. I don't want nobody. Hey, look, the people that's supported me, my supporters, they know if enough is enough, and they know when the motherfucking turn my ass off or turn me up. I just got in the algorithm, nigga, that I know of. Cause let me tell it, I think I was gang stalked and they fucking with my numbers anyway. But from what I can see, nigga, I just almost getting to 1,000. Don't fuck with my algorithm. I told y'all. You don't want me you too. You don't want me coming in the algorithm for real. All right, but let's see. We're gonna broaden the message with the Oracle deck here. But before we do that, let me flip the camera so y'all can have y'all point of view. And y'all know I read them comments at the end. Donnell Shaw, if you do not email me, sheesh. Wow, y'all look over the portals. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading on some of these comments. Fanny Pier 223 said the following: Girl, I am here as long as you live. But thanks, they talk it out. Thank you. Ashe, thank you. It's a collective energy here. Sunshine, what up? Sacramento, California. Whoa, with the shades. What up, beloved? Welcome to the frequency, y'all. Welcome, Sunshine. Welcome, Fanny. What up, y'all? We got Sin Marie. I pick self. Love, too many headaches. I love that shit. Sin Marie said, I pick myself. Fuck that shit, love. I be having too many headaches and I ain't taking on too much energy. Ashe. Sunshine said, Virgo in the house. What up, Sunshine? That grounding energy, right? That grounding energy, that good grounding energy that we need to come out here. Ashe. So we got Brenda Donald said, hi, what up? Leah said the following. Leah retracted a message. Then Leah, I don't know if you're crying or laughing with that emoji, and then said, help. Sunshine Sacramento from California said 100, period. Put them shades on and 100. Cool as fuck. Rama said thanks. Hey, Rama. Thank you. It's a collective energy that we doing here. And Donnell Shaw said the following: Neptune coherency or devil's playground. Now that Seminole is still water. With the Fire Nation, Fire Gremlin. I keep the messages Mercurian with Ramses appendix and index. Spicy story. Spicy. Hey, spicy might be something, but Pisces storyline. So if anybody know what Donnell talking about, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Or Donnell, email me and be a little bit more descriptive. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go ahead and now we're gonna broaden the message with the Oracle deck. Okay. So the Oracle deck, my Oracle decks, they can go inch or which way. They could be divine messages that's connected to what we got going on here. And also, I'm going to read the rest of the comments before we pray and we burn the cords, cut the cords to all these portals and all these energies here. Ashe. So let's see. Thank you to the tarot deck, right? Thank you to the tarot deck. All right, we got the Oracle deck. And let's grab another deck just to make it a little bigger here. What are you? Y'all know my Oracle decks. I hope y'all got y'all notebook and pen. Oracle deck. One thing about the Oracle deck, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn. God damn it. All right, here we go. Thank you to the Oracle deck. We got the Oracle deck out here. Hashtag Lost Souls Oracle deck. We just did tarot. What messages are we to receive here? Whichever way it goes, we'll just pull on certain archetypes and portals here. And we see what's going to come out. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit here. Ashe. So let's just start with the first portal, right? And it's the Eight of Cups, right? And it's talking about that voluntary withdrawal. We're searching for a deeper meaning. And it was like we're abandoning something despite the emotional investment. Let's try to get it, see if we can get a clue as to what that something is, right? Yeah. Because we were seeking more, but what? Seeking more. I'm looking at the Vatican Library. The Vatican Library is coming out in the Vatican Secret Archives. Take y'all notes, screenshot, so you can do your own research, right? As above, so below with the Vatican Library and the Vatican Secret Archives. As above, so below. Searching for a deeper meaning here. Oh, those names went back in. I saw them and they went back in. Okay, I'm looking at publicity stunt for the government contract. Something's a publicity stunt, right? Somebody found out about a publicity stunt. The poltergeist is on their ass, though. Look at that. The poltergeist is on their ass. A noisy ghost that's moving objects. Very disruptive. Can seem violent. It's a spiritual phenomenon. Rarely physical harm you, though. It can take your items and it can make you feel like it's going to harm you. It can cause electrical problems. They're focused on a specific person or a kid here, right? Right? Or something that happened to a specific person or a kid. It could be malicious. earthbound. The poltergeist can also be a kid here, okay? They're targeting a certain energy here, using psychokinetic energy here, manifestations like Carrie, Matilda. Got a poltergeist on your ass. Whatever's going on here. About an hour climb to get to the top of the ridge. That's a very thank you, divine, thank you, spirit. That's for why they walked away here. And it was a voluntary withdrawal. And what stuck out the most was that publicity stunt for a government contract in the Vatican secret archives in the Vatican Library. Give me this death energy here. So we went through the dark night of the soul, right? Remember that major phase in life that ended and we started a new one. We transitioned into a new one here. We focused our energy on what was ahead of us. Thank you, divine, thank you, spirit. What's going on with that death energy? What messages could we get revolved around that? I should. We close one door. Oh my God. We close one door to open a new energy. The past needs to be placed behind you. Let go now. Remember that. So let's see what all this was. Damn, this was like a dump. Yeah, backstabbers. Backstabbers were in your energy. Oh, we figured that out with the Ten of Swords here. Yes, the fuck we did. Backstabbers is in your energy. And the ancient angels, they're not protecting them. Whatever's going on, those backstabbers, the ancient angels are not protecting them. They have to wake up now. Everyone has to wake up now. Wake up now, right? Reactive machines, they're not protected here. One of the 4 types of AI, the most basic AI. So they're using some type of, what's the word I'm looking for here, y'all? When they hack and shit and things like that, they can't form memories, they can't learn from past experiences, and they react to current situations. Keep in mind, you're one computer system within yourself. You are the super intelligent being, right, that created the artificial intelligence that they're making billions off of. So you control the artificial intelligence. Yes, you do. So it's time to transform the mundane into the sacred, and that's what they did, right? You are the spiritual asylum here, okay? You have not engaged or exaggerated your words when you were speaking. You have not exaggerated your words when you were speaking. The Criterion Channel, something about that, and IFC Films Unlimited. Dance and sing. It's time for a lot of y'all to get out and dance and sing. A lot of us to get out and dance and sing. And Ophiuchus is an energy, the 13th constellation, the 13th EI, that 13th bloodline, what is missing. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and move on to that Ten of Swords energy. And that was talking about that major disaster that was caused by a certain force of extreme magnitude here. But also there were cowards in this energy. Remember that? Cowards were in the energy there. An untrained individual that was using their weapons for faulty reasons, and they were making mistakes there, and now they're running from that karma. That poltergeist is on that ass. Ashe, it's a sense of betrayal here. And again, backstabbers is here, stabbed in the back. Remember that? Let's see what's going on with that. It's always something. Whoa. Oh, they fell, and I'm looking at Ross, Ellis, Tracy, and Blackish. There's a dragonfly in the energy. Illusions are near, so follow me through this realm of emotions and deceit to connect with nature's spirits and fairy realms. You deserve true joy. It's time for change and transformation, and I'm your guide, so be on the lookout. Oh, Ashe, I love you. Oh, you have no life of your own, so they copied yours. They have no life of their own, so they copied yours. Destiny swapping in the energy. This is the rise and fall of nations. No more fornication. We rich, bitch, and warlock. The 144,000 said, we rich, bitch, and warlock. Thank you. Thank you, Ten of Swords. Now we're going to go ahead to the Ten of Pentacles reverse energy and see what kind of information we can get out of that. Revolve around those family conflicts, that loss of inheritance here. Remember that? Disputes, financial disputes at that. Unstable foundation. They use tarot readers as weapons here. They use tarot readers as weapons. Social engineering is in the energy here. Social engineering. Any method that manipulates people into giving up secrets or taking risky action. Phishing, baiting, pretext, fraud, scam, blogging, human hacking, scareware, psychological manipulation, watering hole attack. God damn. Again, this is coming out again. It's some fault. That's why I say be cautious of the tarot readers that's out here. You got funky ass tarot readers that came out twice. They're using the tarot as weapons. Damn, shut that door, please. Wow. Wow. That's some dangerous ass shit right there. God damn. That's another reason why I created my own tarot cards, because when you're trying to tap into tarot, I was pushed into learning tarot, right? Not energy and all that. That was already here, but in regard to learning it with tarot, that's a whole different ball game, goddammit. A whole different ball game. Oh my God. Shitting me. Woo! Unstable foundation it is. Don't eat all my food.
I got you.
Okay. Something about liberal justices supported Gore. Family conflicts, right? Financial disputes. A shockingly evil spirit here, okay? But you are no longer binded to the spell work. Keep that in mind. This is their fight. This is their battle here, right? Unsung innovators, contribution. They are in despair, right? You have not assaulted anyone, not even an animal, right? Here they go in despair. They're frustrated with the negative emotions. They're annoyed, bad mood, anger issues. They're flying off the handles. Whatever's going on. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We appreciate that. So now we done. We done. Cool. Yeah. It's cute though. It's beautiful. All that crying. You a crybaby.
Who's that?
I'm on live.
Hey.
Hey, my daughter said, hey, y'all. So now we're gonna move on here to let me see, because you got the Queen of Cups out here, and that was very straightforward. We got Lovers here, we got Strength here. Oh, the Moon that came reversed. Yeah, the Moon that came reversed energy. Yeah. So they're overwhelmed by the fears and anxieties here and the deception. Something is very unclear thinking here, confused, right, with the fear, and it's a misinterpretation about something. Let's see what information we can get from this. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit, with this Moon reverse energy. Ashe. Let's see what's going on, y'all. And then I'm going to pull on, because the Ten of Pentacles came out reversed, I'm going to pull on the Family Can You Trust Them deck just to see what family members come out here. And want to see if they're in it. Oh, who are you? They're expressing deep shame and guilt. Extreme internal negativity here. Ooh. Right after despair. Woo. Oh, whoa. I tried to stop it. God damn. It's time for some energies to be reliable, okay? Some of us has been unreliable. I can dig it because we were used. But now's the time to start being reliable, right? Remain faithful, remain consistent. Fuck that. Remain persistent and remain trustworthy over everything else, right? Kendrick said, the one that's in front of the gun lives forever. You never die. And that just flew on the Queen of Cups. You can never be unalived. You just regenerate. Because you are not of chaos. Okay? You can be. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it twisted. You can coordinate the shit out of chaos. Yes, you can. But you're not of chaos right now. Right? Triggered by several life changes, trauma, and terminal illness. This is what they're dealing with. It says they're being triggered by severe life changes, trauma, and terminal illness. This is what they sent to you, beloved, right? Deep patterns and insights are uncovered, so pay attention. A lot is getting ready to be revealed and uncovered here, okay? Deep, profound level of memory and awareness is coming your way, right? They was fucking with our minds for too long. Now you're going to be able to have those dreams. Pay attention. Write it down. Nigga, get your notebook and pen out. And something about some sorority unalivens, right? Or a sorority member. Sorority unalivens, though, is in that energy of deception and unclear thinking, confusion, a lot of rituals. I'm seeing a lot of rituals. Damn, why we go there? Why did we go there? Very dark going there. Damn. Woo! Just pledging is a ritual within itself. Sheesh. Okay, that was the Oracle deck. Yep, that was the Oracle deck. We have 5010 on the timer there. Oh, let's pull on incoherent here. Let's get some incoherent. What's in the algorithm, right? Incoherent here. Guess the gibberish. It's a game where you got to try to guess the word. But let's see what storyline's going to come out with it here. Shout out to Incoherent. What's in the algorithm? What kind of messages can we get? Right? The blue is party. The red is spicy. I'm trying not to get too many spicy. And the yellow is pop culture because spicy is really spicy. They be tripping. All right, let's I got incoherent. Let's see what kind of messages coming out here for overall in the algorithm. Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on here. We got two portals that came out here. In one ear, out the other. Somebody's not listening. When someone turns $100 into $200 on Robinhood and thinks they're a pro financial advisor now. Okay, so the algorithm, you got people out here that's not listening. It's like in one ear and out the other here. And the algorithm is a Starbucks coffee. Somebody likes coffee, right? Starbucks, Frappuccino. Why? It's now socially acceptable to drink dessert for breakfast. Somebody likes Starbucks, Frappuccino. Somebody not listening. What's going on, Divine and Spirit? Talk to us. What's that? Am I right? Somebody's asking, am I right? I'm not wrong. I'm seeking confirmation right after making a hot take. Oh, shit. Where's this going? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Somebody got a clingy boyfriend that came out in the energy, right? They're glued to you. They could be a red or green flag, depending what you're into. Somebody got a clingy boyfriend. Let me see if y'all can read what this say, right? You're supposed to be able to guess the gibberish. The hint is the real winners when Taylor goes on tour. Scalpers. So somebody out there reselling tickets. Ticket resell. But I thought it said something about a dick. Didn't y'all think so? Dick hit resell. But when I say it, ticket resell. So someone is incoherent, right? Maybe their mouth is muffled. Maybe they can't speak and they're trying to give out codes. Like someone's trying to read someone's mouth. You dig what I'm saying? But somebody's incoherent. That's the whole purpose of this, right? What else is going on, Divine and Spirit? That's 5. Oh. These 3 came out. Somebody dealing with a breakup and they heartbroken. It's an excuse for having no standards for the next couple of months. God damn. Somebody likes soccer. Lionel Messi. Football. The reason Americans are watching soccer. Somebody likes soccer or somebody is a soccer player in the energy. Somebody's on a soft launch before becoming official. Like a movie trailer for a relationship here. We'll take 9. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. We'll get one more out in the energy here. Let's see what's going on. What's in the algorithm, divine and spirit? Talk to us. Oh, well, we'll take that. Somebody asking somebody, do you want to go out? Like a weekend question. The worst type of question when a new season of your favorite show just dropped. Somebody want to go out on a date. Somebody want to ask somebody out. Somebody don't want. Somebody's drinking a non-alcoholic beer, like fake brew. All the taste, none of the hangover. Somebody is hiring a stripper. And I'm looking at dollar bills. The reason you withdrew cash for the first time in years. Somebody's hiring a stripper there. Might be a bachelorette or a bachelor party. Next round's on me. Somebody is promising drinks out there. Saying next round is on me. Can I buy you a drink, ass? Somebody want to buy you a drink? AKA, thanks for the drinks. Can't promise you'll return the favor. That's 12. Let's get 13 on out here. Here's 13. You know me, 4, 9, or 13. So somebody is trying to shadow ban somebody else because their content is not showing. Hey, we is talking about YouTube, motherfucking ass talking about that push notification and shit like that. But shadow banned is in the energy. Somebody's being shadow banned here, right? And it's an excuse influencers make when their videos aren't getting views anymore. Hey, fuck you. It really be happening. But shadow band is in the energy. Ashe, thank you to the energy of incoherent. Thank you. Let's pull on buzzed. We're going to pull on the game of buzzed and poetry. Ooh, poetry for Neanderthals as well. And shout out to those games as well. Shout out to y'all that's playing the game the actual way it's supposed to be played. I play it this way. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm here with the game of buzzed. And let's see what messages overall that we can get. What's in the algorithm? Who getting buzzed out there? Right? This is a drinking game that gets you and your friends hydrated there. Okay? I'm drinking lemon water. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Let's see what's up. Ooh. Everyone, take a sip for every letter in your name. Sorry, Francesca. Somebody got a long name and somebody like to drink playing games. Well, it's a drinking game, of course. But somebody got a long name. And particularly Francesca. What up, girl? It's a girl name, too. Somebody with a long-ass name. Drink if you're wearing denim. You're a real genius. See, aren't we having pun? Y'all see how that is? Somebody got jeans on. There's something about a pun. Right? Somebody wearing denim here. Drink if you've had a run-in with a celebrity. Drink twice if you look too ugly in the picture with them to post. It was your worst nightmare. Somebody's in a picture with celebrities here, and they don't like that picture at all. They don't want that picture posted at all. And it ain't about the looks that they worried about. I'm so sorry. It's going to be their worst nightmare. It's being posted. Quick fact. The first player to stand up and touch their toes without bending their knees gets to give out a drink. Somebody out there. Get low. Somebody is out that thing. What? Busting it wide open. Touching the toes. Damn. That's 4. We'll leave it at 4. Let me get poetry for Neanderthal. Ooh, child. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're here with poetry for Neanderthal. Ashe. Let's see what comes out here. They're front to back as well. Oh, something about a pocket watch and a watch and lipstick. I'm seeing red lipstick in particular, but lipstick and somebody pocket watching somebody and something in particularly about a watch and a lip. Somebody being a crybaby too. They crying and shit. Something about a school and a driving school. Okay. Somebody might be trying to get their license here in school for something though. Driving here. Somebody being real sloppy, as sloppy as a sloppy Joe, and because they're money hungry. It's all about the money. They're being very sloppy too. Damn. Mm-hmm. Want to take everybody on a parade float. They a parade float, but don't worry, everything on the tape recorder. It's been taped. Damn. Give me a little bit more. What? It's something about rice, sticky rice, and happy hour. Maybe a Asian restaurant, and it was happy hour. Something about, and they was happy about that shit. Happy hour, sticky rice. Some plans were made there, or they were talking about something. Yes, cake, carrot cake. It could be a chef involved. Syrup, maple syrup, because we're getting a lot of food coming out here. Somebody likes to cook, or someone likes to eat here. Someone likes to cook for people here, right? Be careful with them food rituals and shit like that. Oh, a guitar is out here. Somebody like music, a guitar, an acoustic guitar. Somebody might be in the military, may have been in the military here, an army, was an army ant. Mm. That's 7. Give me, we need 9 or 13. Give me 2 more. Or give me 6. It's going with the 6. Something about a surprise birthday and a birthday party, right? Somebody's on a hamster wheel, right? They're going around in circles. And don't keep in mind, it's somebody money hungry out there. They ain't gonna end up homeless. While you getting a new home, they ended up homeless. Right? You going to the park, a public park, something about a public park and a park. They getting roasted and you eating pot roast and shit, and they getting roasted and shit. You dig what I'm saying? Something in particular about a dishwasher. Again, a chef, a restaurant, a dishwasher here, okay? Pot roast, cooking. Somebody might need to get washed, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We need 3 more, divine and spirit. Give me 3 more. What's that? You out? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I gotta give my niece a hug. God damn it, put it. What did I do this time? I've been sitting down there too goddamn long, goddamn it. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you next time. All right, next time you come. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Next time you come. I love you. Don't you touch my food. 3 more to go. 3 more. Everybody been fucking my food up that came in here. We got to hurry up with this transmission, but you know I'll be long-winded, but we about to be done. I promise. So now we got 3 more for Poetry for Neanderthal. Get the fuck away from my food. Divine and Spirit, get that ass. I hope you choke off that rice. 3 more. 3 more. Somebody, a wedding coming up. A wedding ring here, okay? A wedding. And somebody working out. They pumping that iron. Something about a pump, though. Pumping that iron. 2 more. 2 more to go. Ooh, what? White rabbit. Something about white is very significant here. Something is very pure. Okay? Very innocent here, okay? The long jump. Long jump. So, yeah. Somebody, that's my son. And the lunar calendar is very significant. They're using the lunar calendar, Gregorian calendar. They're using the lunar calendar, moon cycles, right? Something about a calendar here, right? And that's a fact. That's a fact. And you're the fact finder. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up, and I'll try to come back on a little bit later. Let's go ahead and read over the rest of the comments, and we're going to pray. Y'all know I love y'all, though, right? Like, in real life. All right, let's see. We stopped at Maria Castillo. What up, baby? I ain't seen you in a minute. And then again, I ain't been on here in a minute either. But we got, where did I stop at? I think it was Donnell Shaw, I think it was. So Rama said remove, that's devil. Fred George said hi. Captain Teddy said hi. What up, y'all? Ren 600 said hi. What up? Brenda Donald said hi. What up? Maria Castillo said hi. I put my puppy dog Pluto down yesterday. Oh, may you rise, Pluto. May you rise, just like the plane of Pluto. You will forever rise. She was so sick, and I feel just devastating. We send you love, Maria Castillo, for real. We send you much love, right? We send you much love. That was a tough choice, you know what I'm saying? And take your time to get through it, but don't beat yourself up bad about it. You know what I'm saying? You knew what was the best choice for Pluto, and Pluto knew it too. You dig what I'm saying? So I shade to you and I shade to Pluto. Pluto, you are already risen. Takapa, Tahana, hey, thank you for the beautiful flowers. Ashe, sent right back to you, beloved. Queen Light said hi. What up, Queen Light? What up, baby? Kingsley, Beer Gabinga said hi. What up, Kingsley? How you doing? Green Eye Liz 7151. What up, Green Eye Liz? And Queen Light, what up? Now, let us pray. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that we are all connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us. And then it is sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any and everything that we are all connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to me, and then it is sent back to its source. Again, we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are already cut and they are already ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Divine Collective, I am sovereign. Divine Collective, you are sovereign. Divine Collective, together, we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, let's put them on up here. Remember I told y'all that I had cleared out the trunk here. So we're all cleared out. This is where I put all of the cards, like the poetry for Neanderthal, buzzed and incoherent. They all go in there. And then all the oracle deck cards, I put in here, right? The tarot cards are all, I just reshuffle those joints up. But the oracle deck cards, I always put them in there until it fills up, and then I reshuffle. And there's so many of them that once that fills up, I still have so many to go through. That's why I say bring y'all notebook and pen. We're going to learn together. All right, so much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness because of dark matter. And if ain't nobody told y'all today, my bad, because I thought y'all felt it in the energy, right? But since we here, I love y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. All right. If you ain't hit that like button, go ahead and hit it if you want to. And if you ain't already subscribed, it'll definitely help the algorithm. As you can see by the title, YouTube is on some different ish, and that's okay. We just got to learn how to work with it and work around it. So again, I love y'all. Much peace, much light, much love, especially the darkness. All right. And if we can't be free.